Assalamu alaikum dear students. In previous lecture we started the new unit on rules for debit and credit, and we also discussed the concept of debit and credit, and we discussed it in the light of the concept of dual aspect concept of accounting. We started, there are two approaches of studying these rules, and we started the traditional approach, and in the traditional approach we discussed the personal accounts. I hope you understood very well and you worked well at home. So today we will be discussing this traditional approach. So we will be completing it. Traditional approach. According to traditional approach, this traditional approach is based upon classification. This traditional approach classifies all ledger accounts under two different types: personal accounts and impersonal accounts. We have already discussed personal accounts, which are related to persons, or we can say which affect persons, and we also studied the concept of person from the point of view of accounting, and then we discussed there are three types of persons: natural persons, artificial persons, and representative persons. And we discussed what these things mean: natural person, artificial person, representative person. And at the end, we wrote the rule for these personal accounts. The rule for these personal accounts was debit the receiver and credit the giver. You know that. So you know that we discussed the personal accounts in detail, and I hope you understood very well. And I had already told you that you will have to do a little bit of homework to prepare the list of natural persons, artificial personal accounts, and representative personal accounts. You have to prepare a list, a comprehensive list, and at the end of that list you will have to write this rule, whether it is a natural person, artificial person, or representative person. The rule for all personal accounts is debit the receiver and credit the giver. So today we will be discussing impersonal accounts. Impersonal accounts are those accounts which do not affect persons. We do not affect persons. Impersonal accounts are those accounts. Simply, impersonal accounts are those accounts which do not affect persons. Then what they affect? Then which things they bear effect on? Impersonal accounts are subdivided into two types: real accounts and nominal accounts. Real accounts and nominal accounts. Impersonal accounts are those accounts other than personal accounts. Personal accounts affect persons, and all those accounts other than personal accounts which do not affect persons are classified under the heading impersonal accounts. These impersonal accounts are subdivided into two types: real accounts and nominal accounts. So now we will be discussing what these real accounts mean. Simply, real accounts mean those accounts which are related to or which affect the real things or possessions in a business. Real things or possessions. So you can also simply remember that real accounts are those accounts which are related to the assets of a business. A business, the real things possessed by a business, we can call those real things as assets. So we can also call these real accounts as those accounts which are related to the assets of a business. Simply. So keep in mind simply that real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets, which affect assets of a business. You know that assets are of two types, intangible and tangible. For the purpose of this classification, assets are of two types, intangible and tangible. Assets are also subdivided as current and non-current assets. But here we will not classify assets like that. For this purpose of classification here, we will divide assets into two types, tangible and intangible. So we can say that real accounts may be subdivided into tangible real and intangible real. Tangible real accounts and intangible real accounts. So real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. Simply. So the broader definition, if we go to the broader definition of this real accounts, we may say that real accounts are those accounts which are related to or which affect the real things and possessions of a business. But if we simply take it, we know that real things and possessions of a business, we term those things as assets. So you can simply remember it that, keep in mind that real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. Simply. We know that assets may be tangible or intangible. Those assets which fall under tangible category or tangible real accounts, and which fall under intangible category or intangible real accounts. You know that tangible assets, what does those assets mean, and intangible assets, what does that mean? You also know that. Tangible assets which can be touched and seen, which have a definite physical existence shape. Intangible assets which cannot be touched or seen but have a monetary value. We don't have a definite physical shape. Those are called intangible assets. I will not go to that thing this time. So, to be comprehensive, to be precise, let us take it as real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. Real accounts are subdivided into tangible and intangible real assets. Tangible real accounts are those real accounts which affect tangible real assets. Tangible assets of a business. For example, stock account. For example, building account. For example, machinery account. For example, land. For example, furniture account. For example, purchases account, stock account. These are all those assets which have definite physical existence, definite physical shape. So we can call them as tangible assets, and these accounts are classified under tangible real accounts. And intangible real accounts, what are intangible real accounts? For example, goodwill account. Goodwill is an intangible asset. Patent account. Patent is an intangible asset. Copyright account. copyright is an intangible asset. So intangible real accounts, under these accounts, all those under this heading, all those accounts are covered which are related to intangible assets of the business. So just simply remember that. Just simply keep in mind that real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. Assets may be tangible, intangible, current, non-current, whatsoever it is. All the accounts which are related to assets of a business are called real accounts. And for real accounts, there is a different rule, that is debit what comes in, and credit what goes out. This is the rule for real accounts. Whatsoever the nature of the asset is. Let us revise it. Real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. Assets may be current and non-current. Assets may be tangible, intangible. Whatsoever the nature of the asset is. Whatsoever the nature of the asset is. All those accounts which are related to assets of a business are called real accounts. We know that assets are of different nature, but whatsoever the nature of the asset is, the rule is same. The rule for real accounts is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. After that, nominal accounts. I hope you understood the concept of real accounts very well. Then we will be discussing nominal accounts. Nominal accounts, what does the word nominal mean? Nominal, it somehow connotes temporary. Nominal somehow means temporary. Nominal accounts are, we can say, temporary accounts. In this category, all those accounts are covered which are related to incomes, expenses, gains, losses. All those accounts which are related to incomes, expenses, gains and losses of a business are called nominal accounts. All those accounts which are related to incomes, expenses, gains or losses of a business are called nominal accounts. Why these accounts are called nominal accounts? Let us discuss it. The accounts related to, let us rewrite it here so that it will be clearly visible to you. We are studying impersonal accounts. Impersonal accounts. Impersonal accounts are categorized under two different types: real accounts, nominal accounts. Nominal accounts. Real accounts are those accounts which are related to assets of a business. You know that assets of a business are of different in nature. Each and every asset is of a different in nature. Assets may be fixed or current. Assets may be tangible or intangible. Whatsoever the nature of the asset is, all the assets are categorized under real accounts, and for real accounts, the rule is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Now, nominal accounts. Nominal accounts are those accounts which are related to incomes, expenses, losses and gains of a business. Incomes, expenses, losses and gains of a business. Those accounts which are related to these things, incomes, expenses, losses and gains, these are called nominal accounts. Income. For example, sales account. For example, sales account. Sales, it is a sort of, it is a revenue. For example, commission received, commission account. For example, rent account. For example, salary account. Sales, commission, rent, salary, income taxes, all these things are incomes or expenses. Rent received, it is an income. Rent paid, it is an expense. Commission received is an income, commission paid is an expense. All these accounts which are related to incomes, expenses, losses or gains of a business are called nominal accounts. Now that you know the examples of nominal accounts, but the question is why these accounts are called nominal accounts. Nominal means temporary. Nominal means temporary. These accounts are temporary in nature. Why? Because let us say, for example, under real accounts there is an account building account. Under real accounts category there is an account building account. When we prepare a building account in a business, when we prepare a ledger account for a building in a business, that account will remain in the business till the life of the business, almost till the life of the business. जब तक ये बिजनेस चलेगी तब तक बिल्डिंग का अकाउंट बिजनेस में रहेगा. जब तक ये बिजनेस चलेगी तब तक इस लैंड का अकाउंट बिजनेस में रहेगा. किसी वक्त बिल्डिंग को डेप्रिसिएशन होगा तो वो इसी अकाउंट में हम एडजस्ट करेंगे. किसी वक्त बिल्डिंग में कोई रिपेयर और मेंटेनेंस होगा तो इसी अकाउंट में वो चढ़ेगा. किसी वक्त इस बिल्डिंग को कुछ ऐड करेंगे, हम एक्सपेंड करेंगे तो वो भी इसी में ऐड होगा. लेकिन ये अकाउंट बिल्डिंग अकाउंट है, ये तब तक बिजनेस में रहेगा जब तक बिजनेस चलती रहेगी. तो हम कह सकते हैं रियल अकाउंट जो है, रियल अकाउंट्स जो है ये परमानेंट होती है. रियल अकाउंट्स आर ऑलमोस्ट all real accounts are permanent because these relate to the real things and real things and possessions of a business. अब जो नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स है, फॉर एग्जांपल ये जो एक एक्सपेंस है हमारे पास कमीशन, क्या है कमीशन. एक इनकम है हमारे पास सेल्स. ये दो कमीशन अकाउंट और सेल्स अकाउंट, these are two accounts, two nominal accounts, commission account, sales account, salary account. जो इनकम्स और एक्सपेंसेस हैं वो हम साल के एंड पर, फाइनेंशियल ईयर के एंड पर हम इनकम्स और एक्सपेंसेस को कंपेयर करके बिजनेस का प्रॉफिट और लॉस निकालते हैं. ये कमीशन जो है ये हमने पे किया. जब ये पे किया तो एंड पर हमने, या कमीशन हमने रिसीव किया, एंड पर हम इनकम्स और एक्सपेंस को कंपेयर करके बिजनेस का प्रॉफिट और लॉस निकाल के फिर हमें इनके साथ कोई वास्ता नहीं होता है. हम इन अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करके फिर इनको ट्रांसफर करते हैं फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स में. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में हम इन अकाउंट को ट्रांसफर करते हैं और इन अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करते हैं. जब हमें ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट निकालना होता है तो डायरेक्ट इनकम्स, डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस को हम ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करके हमने ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट निकाला. जो चीज हमने ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर की वो अकाउंट्स हमने क्लोज किए पीछे से. उसके बाद हमें नेट प्रॉफिट निकालना होता है. हम इनडायरेक्ट इनकम और इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस को उन अकाउंट्स को उठा के प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में डालते हैं कंपेयर करने के लिए, नेट प्रॉफिट निकालने के लिए. पीछे से हम उन अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करें. कैसे, इसको समझने की जरूरत है. इसको ऐसे समझा जा सकता है. देखो, बिजनेस में जिस वक्त हम फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट बनाते हैं, जिस वक्त हम ट्रेडिंग एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट बनाते हैं, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट जो है इट गिव्स अस ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट हमें कैसे निकलता है? व्हेन वी कंपेयर डायरेक्ट इनकम्स एंड डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट जो है, फॉर जो हमने ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट प्रिपेयर किया, यहां पर हमने डायरेक्ट इनकम्स ली, यहां पर डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस ली, फिर इनको कंपेयर करके हमें ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट निकला या ग्रॉस लॉस निकला. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट और ग्रॉस लॉस। ये जो ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट या ये जो लॉस जो हम डायरेक्ट इनकम्स और डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस हम इन अकाउंट्स में डालते, वो कहां से आते हैं? वो नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स होते हैं। नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स को उठा के हमने इन दो साइड्स में डाला, इनकम्स को इस साइड में, एक्सपेंस को इस साइड में, कंपेयर करके हमें ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट लॉस मिला। जिस वक्त हमने नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स को उठा के इन दो साइड्स में डाला, पीछे से हम इन नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स को क्लोज करते हैं। उसके बाद नेट प्रॉफिट निकालना है। ये डायरेक्ट इनकम्स और डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस हमने कंपेयर की, यानी डायरेक्ट इनकम्स के अकाउंट्स और डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस के अकाउंट्स को हमने ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में कंपेयर करके ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट निकाला, और जो यहां पर डायरेक्ट इनकम्स और डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस के अकाउंट्स थे उनको यहां पर क्लोज किया। उसके बाद इनडायरेक्ट इनकम्स और इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस, लॉसेस, बाकी चीजें, गेन, उनको उठा के हम प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में कंपेयर कर लें। फॉर कमीशन, सैलरी, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, ये अकाउंट जो है इनडायरेक्ट इनकम्स इस साइड में डाली प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के, इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस इस साइड में डाली, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट यहां पर डाला, फिर इन दो साइड्स को कंपेयर करके हमें नेट प्रॉफिट या नेट लॉस निकलता है बिजनेस। जो हमने यहां से इनडायरेक्ट इनकम्स और इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस के अकाउंट्स उठा के इन दो साइड्स में डाले, कंपेयर किया, नेट प्रॉफिट नेट लॉस ये हमें निकला। जो यहां से हमने इनडायरेक्ट इनकम्स और इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस के अकाउंट्स को उठाया, उनको हमने पीछे से क्लोज किया, यानी जिस वक्त हमने इन अकाउंट्स को प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर किया, वो क्लोज हो गए। दैट मीन्स ईच एंड एवरी ईयर nominal accounts are closed and transferred to the profit and loss account and trading and profit and loss account. So that is why these accounts are called nominal or temporary accounts. And for these nominal accounts, the rule is debit all loss and expenses, debit all losses and expenses, credit all gains and incomes. Debit all loss and expenses, credit all gains and incomes. This is the rule for nominal accounts. अब रूल का मतलब क्या है? हम इस वक्त थोड़ा सा रिवाइज करेंगे ट्रेडिशनल अप्रोच को, ताकि ये इसी तरह समझ में आएगा। ट्रेडिशनल अप्रोच, अंडर ट्रेडिशनल अप्रोच accounts are classified under two types: personal accounts, impersonal accounts. जो पर्सनल अकाउंट्स हैं, पर्सनल अकाउंट्स आर दोज अकाउंट्स which are related to persons. You know that what persons mean, and you also know that there are three types of persons: natural person, artificial person, and